Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman / Superman, Batman / Superman Fusion, Batman Superman World's Finest. They got a lot of names on that package. I don't know anything about this version of Batman / Superman at all, other than it seems to be that they've mixed together somehow, and the suit looks really very dissimilar to either of their costumes. So I don't know, but I thought it would be wrong of me to not review it since we're already scraping this barrel. This one's been out for a while, and it's really cheap on Big Bad Toy Store, so I figured I'd pick it up and review it for you guys. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, let me show you my package. Standard packaging before they switch to the logo. I prefer this logo personally, but whatever. There's some artwork. I assume that's accurate. The figure's sorta kinda close. They totally got the belt wrong, and the shoulders are not really the same, and the gloves aren't really the same, and it's not the same, but it's kinda close-ish. And it happens to be using one of Todd's better bodies, so I thought, let's go ahead and let's take a look at this goofy thing that I'm guessing few people want, but some will want enough to buy it. So, let's see if it's actually worth buying. He stands about 7, let's say 7 3/8 to the head, maybe 7 5/8 to the ears, and that's gonna be just about, we'll say 18.7 and then 19.5. Alright, like I said, he is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store, or at least he was. He's been on sale a lot. I bought him on sale. I think he's cheap, like maybe $12 or something like that. I don't know. There he is up against Darwin, obviously. Not in the same scale. But this guy uses the speeding bullet Superman Batman body for the most part, and that's easily one of the best ones they've done. He's still slightly disproportionate, sort of, but not too much. Like, if they had all their figures looking somewhere around this sort of silhouette, they'd be in a good place. It's a decent build for sure. It does have the paneling on the sides, which don't match the source material, but they colored the shoulder pad to make it look like a shoulder pad, kind of put some red splotches up on this. Like, it's not what it's supposed to be, but kind of. The belt, it was gold on the artwork, and this is dirty brown, so I don't know I don't know what they're doing. Also, he's a fusion of Batman and Superman. Is this a grappling hook thing? Like, I guess that's what that probably is, but this belt is just rough. It makes the figure look terrible compared to what it could look like. But otherwise, it's not the worst. The colors are saturated enough. The build is good enough. The green lines and paintwork on the hands, good enough. The head sculpt is unique, which is interesting because they definitely could have gotten away with using the the head that came on this body originally. But it is unique, and it's well enough done. Like, I can see why somebody would want to buy it, which is partly why I bought it. I figured if we're gonna do this, we might as well do this and get the weird things in the collection, or at least reviewed. But yeah, I'm gonna put it in the collection too. So one of the things I noticed, I don't know if this is intentional, and hopefully you can tell, there's some discoloration throughout the blue, and it's super noticeable on the back. And I think it's intentional to look like shading, maybe? I don't know. It's either a really crappy paint job, or it's intended to be like that, and it's just not that good. Speaking of not that good, the painted spots to look like panels on the suit are not even close to accurate. Yeah, it's not a good figure, I'll be clear. It's not a good figure, but it does have some good attributes, and even if you're only using it for custom fodder, you could do a whole lot worse. I mean, other than the panel lining, it's in here too. It's essentially a blank body with some bat gloves and some boots. It's not bad, and it, like, for what it is, it doesn't look terrible, so I want to be clear, it's not a good figure, but it might be good enough for a low enough price that it's fun to have in the collection. I will give his aesthetics a 6 out of 10. I want to go higher. It's just not accurate, and they didn't do that much, put enough effort into it to make it good, but you could argue higher, and I could probably be persuaded. Alright, as far as accessories go, you get the fist hand and open hand, then you get one gripping hand. That's it. No 2 fist hands, no real usable hands. Like, it's alright, but you get 3 of these green batarangs, which are actually really nice, and you can hold one in the gripping hand, and you might be able to wedge some into the open hand, so there's that. Then you get the card in the display stand. I do prefer this old style display stand over the new one with the new logo, but it doesn't really matter because they're all kind of garbagey. So accessories, 5 out of 10. The batarangs are kind of nice. Now, as far as articulation goes, you would think it's pretty good, given that it's basically just a blank body. And it's one of the older ones, so I have good news for you, but I'll save it for in a minute because I want you to watch. Alright, so he has a double ball peg in the head. It moves around well enough. It's not the best thing ever, but it will definitely get the job done. And this is definitely good custom fodder. If you wanted to shave that off, you have a Red Hood head. But yeah, his head is kind of small. I don't think it's too small for comics necessarily, but it is kind of small. It might just be the optical illusion of having it be bright red on top of the black body. It's hard to say. Shoulders do move around nicely here. A little bit loose, but not too bad. Full rotation, that's all fine. Get it up to horizontal, a little bit better. That's all good. Bicep swivel is fine. Like I said, this is one of the better bodies they've made. Double jointed elbow works nicely. It's not good looking, but it's certainly not the ugliest one that they've done. So there's that. And then the wrists are on little ball hinges, and that works just fine. When I swap the hands out, sometimes the joint comes with it. Just turn it first like this, and then pull the hand out, and you'll be fine. But even if you do pop the wrist off like that, you can just pop it right back in. So like that's not ideal, but it's better than the joint breaking, so I don't hate it too much. Leaning back on this guy is definitely pretty good. And guess what? This is the thing I was telling you about. He can lean forward a little bit. Look at that. Before they stopped letting figures lean forward, this guy came out. And it holds up to this day. And he leans to the side pretty well. You're going to get your rotation out of both. That's fine. The diaper is still way too big and the belt is ugly and terrible. I would definitely peel off this brown layer and maybe just trim the diaper down, because I think you could, well, no, there's not that much. Never mind, don't trim it. There's not enough blue down there to hide anything. But maybe you could steal a diaper from another Batman figure and get that on there. Maybe even the Speeding Bullet one. But this one is ugly. But let's see about the legs. Going out to the side, you really have to stretch that PVC diaper. So I wouldn't go farther than that comfortably. And this does fight you some, not much. I wouldn't go farther than that comfortably, but you could do it. If you trimmed this away, you could get even more. Going forward, same thing. It's too much diaper. You can't go farther than that comfortably without doing some real stretching or some trimming. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Going back, you get very little. Thigh swivel, there's some, but not really too much. Double jointed knee on this guy is not bad, and proportioning is not bad. It could be better, but it's decent enough, so that's good. No boot swivel, but you do get your ankle rocker, which is decent. It's too ratchety, of course. It's going to be annoying, but these are some of the better feet that they've done. So you get the range. The toe hinge is okay. It's actually ratcheted, and it's well enough placed that you could use it. These are some decent feet. Articulation on this guy is going to get a 7. It's good enough in some places, limited in others, but I think you'll be able to make it work. And it's kind of a cool look, I gotta say. Like, it's goofy for sure. I don't think many people needed this in their collection, but at a low enough price, it's kind of cool. It's kind of a fun piece to have. It's got a good silhouette. It's got some bright colors. It can pose well enough. Does it have cake? Honestly, the cake's not bad on this guy. It's pretty good. I wonder how many people watch my McFarlane reviews and wonder why I'm talking about the cake. It's a thing. It's a thing on the channel to make fun of Todd for sculpting weird butts on the figures when they first came out. His cake is alright. He will get a 7 out of 10. And now it's time for the final verdict. Is this the best action figure you'll ever own? Only if it's the only one. Or if you only own Todd figures, it might be, because they've made a lot worse than this. Is it going to be fun looking? Yes. Does it have a good silhouette? Yes. Accessories? Good enough. Some batarangs. I'll take them. I think it's a fun enough figure. I think there's enough here that if you get it for a good price, it's worth having. So I hope it's still on sale at the link in the description below. If not, then I'm sorry, but it's probably not much on the secondhand market either. I'm guessing there's not a huge draw for this. So I'm going to give it an overall rating of 7 out of 10. The good balances out the bad. It could be a lot better if they put like 10% more effort into it. But there's something about it that I find quite fun. I think part of it is just the silhouette is so much better than most figures these days. But yeah, it's colorful. It's Batman, kind of. It's Superman, kind of. It's fun. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but I'll be done there. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.